I'll do anything just to get my name in lights. I've got to try to hit the heights now that I'm free as the breeze again, on nimble knees again. And soon they'll all know my name, all of fortune and fame. When I get my name in lights, it can happen overnight in these modern times. So hold that front page. This gal was born to strut the stage. I tap and sing and play the piano, splash my name across a big bright banner. And that's why I won't let go till I'm on radio. And when they come to see the sights, that'll be my name spelled right, lighting up Times Square. I'll sit on a flagpole, whatever's the reach, just to get my picture on the front page and just to get my name in lights. So hold that front page. This gal was born to strut the stage. I tap and sing and play the piano, splash my name across a big bright banner. And that's why I won't let go till I'm on radio. And when they come to see the sights, that'll be my name spelled right, lighting up Times Square. I'll sit on a flagpole, whatever's the reach, just to get my picture on the front page and just to get my name, just to get my name, just to get my name in lights. When I get my name in lights.
And then make sure to thank all your students for us. What talent. The talent has just been great this year. It's unbelievable. I am in what I believe is the most important room at this telethon. And it's one of my favorite jobs because I get to hang out with some really good people. I'm back in the phone room. And as you can see, this lovely group I have back here. And they're from Miners. Let me say it right. St. Luke's Miners campus. And we're going to tell you a little bit about that in just a minute. But first, I'd like each of you to just introduce yourself, and maybe there's somebody out there you want to give a yell to. Hold on.
My name's Debbie, and I work in Tamaqua for St. Luke's, and I live in Jim Thorpe, so we just like to give a shout out for everyone to please call, get these phones ringing.
My name is Sydney, and I'm volunteering, helping out with St. Luke's today, and let's get these phones ringing. It's quiet back here, and we want to hear these phones ringing today.
My name's Tracy. I work at St. Luke's in Coaldale, and I'm from Lehighton. And everyone already said we need the phones to ring, but maybe if we say it enough times that they will start ringing. The power of positive thought here. So it's a worthy cause. Everybody in Lehighton, pick up your phones. Give us a call.
Hi, everybody. My name is Michelle. I'm also from Jim Thorpe, as is Debbie. I work at the St. Luke's Coaldale campus, and I've been there 15 years. I'm proud to be part of this telethon every year and waiting to hear the phones ring, so please give us a call.
Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm the manager of the brand new state-of-the-art infusion center we have at the Miners campus. And I would like to talk to all the employees at St. Luke's Miners to please call in. Our phones are not ringing. We really need them to ring, so please call.
See, now the phones are ringing. These girls can make the phones ring, and that's sweet. That is sweet. You know, I'm going to talk to Debbie for a second, though. Debbie, a lot of people, my neighbors, I know I live in Coaldale. What happened? The name of our hospital changed.
I'm Michelle, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Debbie.
Actually, what happened is our network wanted to recognize the fact that we do so much education at our hospital, so we've changed our name to St. Luke's University Health Network, and that's a real honor. Not everybody can put university in their name, but we educate over 1,000 people a year across our campuses between physicians, nurses, and other technology specialists.
So this is a good thing.
Yes, it's a wonderful thing. We're very excited. We're also excited because we're going through a renovation of our ground floor. We're going to have a brand new lobby and registration area for all our patients in June. And by the end of summer, our lab will also be completely renovated. Wow. And our cardiology center will be moved down to the ground floor, and it will be called a heart and vascular center. So we're really excited about all that. And for all our patients that are listening, please come continue to see us, and we can't wait for all the changes. They're going to be great.
Well, this is great. This is great news for our area because that hospital's been here forever, and you know, we're lucky to have a hospital so close to where we live. I'd like to just give a shout out, though. My mother-in-law, Kay's on the 5th floor over in your hospital. Hi, Kay, and all your friends. So there you have it. Let's get these phones ringing a little more, and we're going to send it over to Maureen right now. Maureen, what do you have for us?
Well, Joe, here we are, day 2. We have a long way to go, but you've always got to start someplace. We know our goals for the end, but where are we going to start today?
Well, let's take a look. We'll have a drum roll from Bismarck, North Dakota, as we check out the numbers, 0 and 8 of 5. 42,580.
Okay, we have a lot of work to do out there, and we're counting on all of the people out there.
People who are paying attention can see that some good things happened overnight. We've had some early pleasant surprises, and so the number moved a good bit here in this first hour. We need to keep that up.
Was most of that online?
Yes.
So that people can do that online. A lot of people feel more comfortable.
Cancertelethon.org. Very easy. So that's the update from here. Let's kick it right over to Jerry.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Maureen. And good things are happening. The phones are ringing, and you got to get on board the train when it's going down the track, because we're moving right ahead, and we're going to have a real successful telethon. We're having a lot of fun, and everybody's helping us to contribute dollars to this so that we can fight this dreaded disease. And what is your name, young lady?
Molly Carnish.
And Molly, how are you doing today?
Good.
And I think everyone in your group, you guys can be very proud. Mr. Mulhern has worked very well with you guys, and I'm sure he's very proud of you, as are your parents and your friends over there, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, how about if you read the pledges that you have in hand for us?
$25 by my mom and dad, Jim and Kathy Carnish, in honor of myself and Mr. Paul's theater group, and in memory of Ann and Chubby Carnish. $25 by my sister Erin Carnish, in honor of myself and in memory of Joseph Carnish. And $50 by my grandparents Harry and Mary Arner, in honor of myself and Mr. Paul's theater group.
Okay, why don't you sneak over there and you get your microphone, and I'm going to read one more that we have here. And this is a $25 pledge, and it's by Rose Mulhern, and that is in memory of Paul Mulhern Sr. Sneak around this way there, Molly. So what are you going to sing for us?
Defying Gravity.
All right, well, Mr. Paul, we're going to sit back and we're going to listen to Molly. So you guys take it away, okay?
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and believe. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye. I'm defying gravity, and you won't bring me down. 'cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love, I guess I'm lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I do not by defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you won't bring me down. I turn it by defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you won't bring me down. Bring me down.
Thank you so much. Come on over here, Alexa. How are you?
Good.
Good. Put your microphone. Let me hold that for you for now, okay? So listen, how did Molly do? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
She did a great job, didn't she? And so did all the other kids. You guys are doing a great job for us. We really appreciate it. And your name is Alexa Stolowski, is that correct?
Yep.
Very good, very good. Well, how about if you read those pledges for us before you sing, okay?
Pledge for $25 by my mom, Susie Stolowski, in memory of Alfie and Carmen Soretti. A pledge for $25 by Jackie Soretti, my mam, in memory of Alfie and Carmen Soretti. And a pledge for $20 by Mark Shupp in memory of Alfie and Carmen Soretti.
Well, very good. And I want to thank you, Alexa, as well. Let me hand you this just for now, okay? But I want to thank you as well as all of the other students from St. Jerome's Regional School for not only giving your time and coming here and showing us your talent, but also going out and getting pledges from your parents and your relatives and your friends, and we really do appreciate that. And we need to make sure that everybody gets on the train. That's what I'm saying. You got to get on the train now because it's going down the track and it's moving forward, and we want to make sure that you're a part of the crew, huh? So everybody pick up your phones, make that all-important call. And what are you going to sing for us, Alexa?
Set Fire to the Rain by Adele.
Okay, take it away, Alexa.
My lips and you saved me. My hands
Really wonderful vocalizing from some young people who perhaps don't even fully comprehend the significance of what they're doing today. They're singing their hearts out. They're doing a wonderful job that way. They're also doing a wonderful job for the American Cancer Society. And don't let the opportunity go by to reinforce their good behavior today and their good performance so that they continue kind of a philanthropic tradition for many years to come. Lots of people around this place and around this program today and around their televisions today have years and years and years of a good giving spirit that's starting to become reflected on our tote board. I'll give you an update, our 1 o'clock total, just as soon as we can pull it together, but I want to acknowledge some great contributions that have come in very recently. $20 by Pete and Joy Cheplick. This is in honor of cancer survivor Esther Sturtson, and we appreciate that very much, and we'll add that to our next total. The Tamaqua Leo Club kicks in $100. We'll put a daffodil on our wall of honor for that. You know, First Niagara Bank, they did a dress down day, maybe even a series of a couple of dress down days, and altogether that kicked in $520, and we are very appreciative of that. You might see our little paper telephones hanging out at bars around the area. People contribute $1 or more and write their name on this little paper telephone and stick it up somewhere in the bar area. All around the area altogether, $1,145 collected around our paper telephones. And a couple of enterprising volunteers did little collections outside a couple of Walmart locations in our area. Together, those totaled $880. So the next time we have a total, it's going to reflect all of this good money that we just read off. I want you to walk over to the screen with me, because every hour we put a little bit more money, about $1,500 from this pool of money that came from our business community, our sponsors. These are the sponsors for Sunday. The Furniture Connection, a Sunday sponsor. Penn Kidder Lions Club. West Penn Township Lions Club. Professional School Photography, a Sunday sponsor, as well as Penn-Core Services Incorporated. Kistler Transportation Incorporated. Another Sunday sponsor, Katner Coal and Oil Incorporated. Heisler's Cloverleaf Dairy Incorporated, a Sunday sponsor. And George Isla Rose Insurance participating as well. Curtis J. Bailey Incorporated, another Sunday sponsor. We thank each and every one of them for doing their bit to make this day of our program possible. And right now, we'll acknowledge our major sponsors.
Back to Maureen.
The American Cancer Society would like to thank our executive sponsors: Air Products and Chemicals Incorporated, hometown; the Kovach Organization, Nesquehoning, proudly serving local communities for over 60 years with cars, trucks, SUVs, fire apparatus, and fuel trucks. Thanks to our Hope sponsor, Carbon Career and Technical Institute, Carbon County's premier high school for specialized and technical skills, located in Jim Thorpe. You can find them online at carboncti.org. Thanks to our 2012 major sponsor, Hiles Brothers Plumbing, Heating, and Fuel Company. Hiles Brothers Summit Hill has been serving the Panther Valley and surrounding areas for 3 decades. Hiles Brothers, an EFM franchise dealer with certified oil burner technicians and 24-hour emergency service, can handle all of your plumbing and heating needs, big or small. With convenient budget plans for oil delivery and a broad delivery area, Hiles Brothers is eager to serve your home heating oil needs. Hiles Brothers also offers construction services, siding, windows, and roofs, to additions, garages, and complete home remodeling. Call for a free estimate. The Hiles family and Hiles Brothers companies are happy to help our local community through support of our local American Cancer Society. Thanks also to our Chairman's Club sponsors, St. Luke's Miners Campus, Coaldale, including the Board of Trustees, administrators, medical staff, and employees. St. Luke's Miners Campus, My Health, My Hospital. Silverline Manufacturing, locally in Lansford and hometown. Blue Mountain Health System. The hospitals of the Blue Mountain Health System provide a wide array of inpatient and outpatient services at both the Naden-Hutton and Palmerton campuses. Zoo Stock. Join the Zoo Crew for the 14th annual free concert Labor Day Monday, September 3rd, noon until 8, rain or shine, on the Sports Zoo grounds in Lansford. Bring a lawn chair and enjoy food, fun, and entertainment for the whole family. And don't forget the 6th annual Zoo Stock Challenge 5K Saturday, June 2nd, and the 9th annual Zoo Crew Putt and Brew on Saturday, July 21st. Cool Breeze Imaging, professional DJ, MC, voiceover, and audio production services by Anne-Marie Calabrese. Get a professional sound at an affordable price. Celebrating 22 years in 2012. Book Cool Breeze Imaging for your private parties, corporate events, class reunions, and weddings. Lantern Lodge and Macaluso's Restaurant, Nesquehoning. A great place to stay when visiting the Pocono Mountains. Our 2012 patron sponsors include the following: the Helping Hand Clinic, Summit Hill, providing physical and occupational therapy. Strubinger and Gazo PC, attorneys at law, Palmerton. Black Diamond Parrothead Club, Summit Hill, serving the Panther Valley and surrounding communities. A non-profit, community-oriented organization whose main goal is helping local citizens by donating money and services. A party with a purpose. The law offices of Volitsky and Frickland, East Ludlow Street, Summit Hill. The Tamaqua Lions Club, serving our community for over 70 years. Lehighton Area Lioness Lions Club, honoring all of their members who have been touched by cancer. The club generally meets the first Thursday of every month at the Carbon Career and Technical Institute. For more information about the club or to attend a meeting, please contact Sandy at 610-377-1506. Magic 105.5 WMGH with a better mix of music, celebrating 25 years of magic. And AM 1410 WLSH, an American original with 60 years of fine tuning. St. Gabriel's Italian Club, Lodge number 43, Summit Hill. PennspeakRadio.com, where rock and country collide. Listen online or on Blue Ridge Communications, Channel 80.
Renewed Souls. Nancy and Jerry Snyder, welcome back again. I love the name, Renewed Souls. How did that come about?
Well, it started way back when I was a teenager, actually. I'm sorry, I'm using my mic. It started way back when we were a teenager, and us kids were into a lot of trouble. And we ended up going to a church, and while we were there, we accepted Christ into our heart, and it changed our hearts, or changed the way of living. So we were renewed.
Well,
and from that time on, we went around singing and telling people what Christ can do for you.
Well, that's a lovely thing, and you got a lovely wife out of the deal, too.
Absolutely.
Well, I know you're going to sing for us, but before you do, you have some pledges you'd like to tell me about?
Sure. Go ahead, Nancy.
All right. The first pledge is in memory of my dad, who was a cancer sufferer. And that is $25, and that's from us.
Thank you.
And I also have one from us in memory of my dad, who also passed away from cancer, of $25.
And then we have one in honor of our mothers, Janet Snyder and Rachel Glass, and that's $50.
Thank you.
And we have one for $100 in honor of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.
Thank you so very much. We really appreciate it. And as you heard here, all families are touched by cancer in some way. So that's why this is so important, and why it's so important for you to pick up that telephone and make a pledge. These people did their job. Now it's time for you to do yours. And now we're anxious to hear you sing.
Okay,
thank you.
Okay, the first song we're going to do for you is He Didn't Throw the Clay Away. And we'd like to sing this one for all the residents out at Mahoning Valley Nursing and Rehab where we work. I came back to Him, a vessel unworthy, so scarred with sin. But He did not despair. He started over again, and I bless the day He didn't throw the clay away. Over and over, He molds me and makes me into His likeness. He fashions the clay, a vessel
I stumble and I fall and my vessel breaks. He just picks up all the pieces. He doesn't throw the clay away. Over and over, he molds me and makes me into his likeness. He fashions the clay, a vessel of honor. I am today, all because Jesus didn't throw the clay away. A vessel of honor, I am today, all because Jesus didn't throw the clay away.
Isn't it great that he doesn't throw that clay away even though we mess up a lot? Thank you. You know, I think a lot of times about everybody that's going through this battle of cancer. Now, you don't have to give up because our mighty God, he still listens to our prayers and he still answers prayers. If you listen to the lyrics of this word, of this song, he tells you that he's not too busy and he can and will answer your prayers.
The Lord is not too busy that he can't reach down and mend a broken heart. And my burden is not too heavy that he can't hear a plea of faith. God still answers prayer. God still answers prayer. In his time he'll work a miracle. He will never fail. Satan has lost the battle when to the Lord you humbly bow. God still answers prayer. If you feel that life is hopeless and the night has no end, there's hope for your hurting heart. For he'll be there with you no matter what you're going through. God still answers prayer. God still answers prayer. In his time he'll work a miracle. He will never the battle when to the Lord you humbly bow. God still answers prayer.
Keep those phones ringing, folks.
Thanks so much for those wonderful, inspiring performances. I hope that we'll see a good response in terms of telephone calls and contributions at cancertelethon.org, because after all, everyone's turned out to give these performances to do what they can to advance our cause. We're saving lives here. We're working to defeat cancer, and we can do that with your help. We have some pledges to read. This is very good. So what I'm going to do is we'll cycle through some of these new monies that have come in. Then we'll go back and report on our 1 o'clock total, which we have, and it's a nice number. And then we'll just keep going from there. Your part, what you get to do in this process, is to make that contribution to keep things moving in the right direction. $100 from Michelle and Ken Levitz. We appreciate it.
And I have a $100 pledge from Bill and Lori Carell in memory of family members who passed away from cancer.
And by the way, these $100 pledges, each and every one of them will be reflected on our wall of honor on one of those daffodil icons. $50 from George and Kim Brobst.
And I have a $100 pledge again from the Pine Creek Fish Crew, and that's in memory of Leon Motz.
Another daffodil will go on the wall recognizing Tracy Graver, pledging $100 in memory of Hunter Wolf.
And Frank Boyer has pledged $25 in honor of cancer survivors.
And we had $10 from Jane and Billy in memory of Ann McDonald.
And we have a $20 pledge by Steve Rostella and Sue Cunningham, and that's in honor of our director, George Taylor.
Wonderful. $20 by Jen, Connor, and Megan Rook in honor of Cody Sussman.
And Kelly Valentine has pledged $25 in honor of Cadence District. And we have a $10 pledge from Doris Scheckler in memory of Carl and Doris Scheckler, our loved ones, as well as a $50 pledge, and it is in honor of Katie Dietrich and Mitchell Kirk, and that is from Marion Sipko and Dave Sipko from Tamaqua.
So that's a good piece of business. That will show up in our 2 o'clock total. Let's take a walk over here and examine where we were as of 1 o'clock. Hit it. Drum roll. Huh. Okay. 46,961. Call it 47. That's a good piece of business from noon to 1. And we're moving on for our 2 o'clock total. Let's take it over to Maureen.
Dr. Herbert Hoover, welcome back to the telethon. It's good to see you again.
Yes, thank you, Maureen. It's good to be here.
I know that your career has taken you almost full circle. We've talked many times, and I love it when you come back, because every time you come back, I find out something else interesting about you. I know that you are very committed to making sure that small local communities have the quality of care of the large cities. How did that come about?
Well, as I think we discussed, I'm a farm boy from Kansas, and I grew up in a small town with the closest hospital being 25 miles for a small hospital and 60 miles to Kansas City. And a lot of my classmates' parents died because they had heart attacks or intestinal bleeding or something, and died on the way to the hospital in an ambulance. And so I'm very pleased to spend the last 10 years or so of my career with a very good system of hospitals, the Blue Mountain Health System at Naden-Hutton and Palmerton, bringing advanced surgical care, especially surgical oncology, because my specialty is cancer surgeon. And I'm the same surgeon that I was when I was chairman of surgery and the chief of surgical oncology at the Lehigh Valley Hospital. But now I'm bringing these operations, you know, of the esophagus and the pancreas and the lung and breast and colon, rectal, pancreas to Blue Mountain Health System. And it's a pleasure, and I think very good for the community. And I think they need to know that there is advanced care. We have excellent chemotherapy with Dr. Surendra Shaw and Dr. Popescu, whose office is right up from the hospital. And within the next few weeks, we're opening up Dr. Moylan's Radiation Therapy Center in the same cancer center up on Mahoning Street. So we're excited what we have in this community for cancer patients.
Well, that's great, and we're very lucky to have that. What are some of the new strides that have taken place since we spoke last in cancer surgery?
Well, interestingly, even though as our population increases, there are obviously more cancer cases, but the risk of dying from cancer is actually continuing to decrease. In lung cancer, breast cancer, colorectal cancer, you know, the three big killers, the actual death rate is less because we are, in fact, detecting cancers earlier with screening, colonoscopies, and everyone should get their colonoscopy at age 50 unless they're in a high-risk family, when it should start sooner. Women should start their mammograms certainly at age 40 yearly. I know that's been a very controversial subject, but I believe strongly in screening. And then therapy is better. We have better chemotherapy. We have better radiation therapy than we used to, less toxic and more effective. And there's more personalized therapy. We now have genetic testing where we can do tests on women's breast cancer, for example, and determine whether or not they're likely to respond or need chemotherapy or not. So we can avoid chemotherapy in some women who probably aren't going to benefit from it, and so avoid the toxicity. So those are some of the, I think, real advances that have been made in the last few years.
It's all good news, and I think that that's important for our audience to know, that it is good news. There's still good news when you are told that you have cancer, because the survival rates have really increased.
It's not the death sentence that it used to be. It's in many cases becoming more of a chronic disease, something you can live with, even if you're not cured, in certain diseases, certainly, where you can live for a long time, even with disease. Men with prostate cancer can live for many, many years. Women with breast cancer can live for many, many years. But I think mostly the three modalities of surgery, radiation, and chemo are still how we treat and cure most cancer patients.
Do most doctors like yourself join with other doctors and discuss the whole patient?
Oh yes, we well, certainly on almost every individual patient we discuss them in a multidisciplinary fashion, but we have regular tumor boards where we get radiation therapists, medical oncologists, surgeons, and other doctors together. In fact, we have one this coming Wednesday where we discuss interesting, complex cases from the multidisciplinary approach, because all the common cancers, certainly breast and lung, for example, get all three forms of treatment. They certainly always get surgery, almost all get radiation, and most get chemotherapy. So each of these are not necessarily done on the same day. When we can, we coordinate it so that a patient can see the different doctors on the same day, but we certainly get the discussion from all aspects before we make a final decision. Yes.
Well, we're really lucky to have you, and I know how strongly you feel about community and about community hospitals. So we thank you very much for your time once again, and we thank you for being here and being part of the community.
It's my pleasure.
And
Thank
now,
you,
George, I believe we're going over to Joe and Jerry again.
Okay.
Thank you,
Very
Doctor.
good. All right, thanks, Maureen, and welcome back to the Tote Board area. Joe Krasinski along with Jerry Knowles, and we have, I think, a poignant thing to talk about here. I think some people will recognize this name and be moved by what's happened here.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yes, I did. I got a visit this morning by Judge Steve Beyer, who is the district justice in the Tamaqua area, and he and Chrissy, his wife Chrissy, have been generous enough to pledge $100 to the American Cancer Society. And Steve and Chrissy, we thank both of you for your contribution. And Steve gave me something that you said you recognized.
I recognize this immediately. This is a tie, and don't know that you can necessarily see it, but this blue tie is dressed with the little American Cancer Society Swords of Hope. And I've seen this tie a number of times over the years because Steve's dad, Bill Beyer, one of our former board members, and in fact former unit president of the American Cancer Society, used to come to the telethon every year wearing this tie. And Bill was, as I said, former unit president, a consistent sponsor of the telethon, supported everything we did, the Cancer Fighters Dinner and so forth. And we lost Bill in the last year, and he was up in years. He was, I'm thinking he was 89. I'm not sure I have that exactly right, but right, you get the idea. Yep. He had a long and good and generous life in this case, and he was quite committed to what we try to accomplish with the American Cancer Society. And so it's great that Steve and Chrissy have decided to share this tie with us, and we're going to take some time to figure out the appropriate and respectful way to keep and use this tie, and we appreciate the financial contribution of $100.
You know, the other thing that I think, if this would be an appropriate time, as we said, everybody knew Bill. He was an attorney. Yeah. He was known far and wide in the Carbon County and Schuylkill County areas. I think it would be nice for the next hour if we could get possibly appeal to some of the solicitors, some of the lawyers in Carbon, Schuylkill, whatever counties that knew Bill, if they would call and if they would make a pledge in his memory. I know Bill would love that. He was always, he would walk around this area when we were doing the telethons, and he was just a great guy. And it would be nice if we could get some of his friends, relatives, whoever, if they're going to give, this would be a good time to give.
It really would. So you might know him have known him in his professional capacity. You might have known him through his affiliation with the American Cancer Society. This is a good time to remember Bill Byer. And why don't you call that number, and when you record the pledge with the volunteer, tell them that you're doing it in honor of Bill Byer. That would be great.
And again, thank you to Judge Byer and Chrissy. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thanks again. Now, I'm going to take a walk over here and remind you of our featured sponsors for our 33rd annual telethon, and here they are. We start the featured sponsor list with Sensinger's Greenhouses, the West Penn Township Lions Club, Nesquehoning Lions Club, Mahoning Township Lions Club, the Schaefer's Pharmacy once again participating, PBC Sales and Service, a featured sponsor, Klingemans Incorporated, Jim Thorpe National Bank, In-Home Referrals Incorporated, Banning Orthodontics PC. Appreciate all of the dollars from the featured sponsors. We'll take this moment right now to acknowledge our major sponsors.
The American Cancer Society would like to thank our executive sponsors: Air Products and Chemicals Incorporated, Hometown; the Kovacs Organization, Nesquehoning, proudly serving local communities for over 60 years with cars, trucks, SUVs, fire apparatus, and fuel trucks. Thanks to our Hope sponsor, Carbon Career and Technical Institute, Carbon County's premier high school for specialized and technical skills, located in Jim Thorpe. You can find them online at carboncti.org. Thanks to our 2012 major sponsor, Hiles Brothers Plumbing, Heating, and Fuel Company. Hiles Brothers Summit Hill has been serving the Panther Valley and surrounding areas for 3 decades. Hiles Brothers, an EFM franchise dealer with certified oil burner technicians and 24-hour emergency service, can handle all of your plumbing and heating needs, big or small. With convenient budget plans for oil delivery and a broad delivery area, Hiles Brothers is eager to serve your home heating oil needs. Hiles Brothers also offers construction services, siding, windows, and roofs, to additions, garages, and complete home remodeling. Call for a free estimate. The Hiles family and Hiles Brothers companies are happy to help our local community through support of our local American Cancer Society. Thanks also to our Chairman's Club sponsors, St. Luke's Miners Campus, Coaldale, including the Board of Trustees, administrators, medical staff, and employees. St. Luke's Miners Campus, My Health, My Hospital. Silverline Manufacturing, locally in Lansford and Hometown. Blue Mountain Health System. The hospitals of the Blue Mountain Health System provide a wide array of inpatient and outpatient services at both the Naden Hutton and Palmerton campuses. Zoo Stock. Join the Zoo Crew for the 14th annual free concert Labor Day Monday, September 3rd, noon until 8, rain or shine, on the Sports Zoo grounds in Lansford. Bring a lawn chair and enjoy food, fun, and entertainment for the whole family. And don't forget the 6th annual Zoo Stock Challenge 5K Saturday, June 2nd, and the 9th annual Zoo Crew Pun and Brew on Saturday, July 21st. Cool Breeze Imaging, professional DJ, MC, voiceover, and audio production services by Anne-Marie Calabrese. Get a professional sound at an affordable price. Celebrating 22 years in 2012. Book Cool Breeze Imaging for your private parties, corporate events, class reunions, and weddings. Lantern Lodge and Macaluso's Restaurant, Nesquehoning. A great place to stay when visiting the Pocono Mountains.
I'm on the stage with the shell-shocked Churchills. I got to ask, how'd you get that name?
This gentleman behind me, Jody Kennedy, thought of the name. It was we played a benefit at the Palace in Lansford years ago, and backstage we had all kind of time to figure out what our new band should be called. So we came up with a gigantic list, and that was the most normal name we thought of.
The most normal. Yes. Hey, listen, this is Maury Rutsch, and Maury, you're gonna how about introduce everybody for me?
My name is Maury. This is Yosef Churchill. We also call him Jody Kennedy on bass. Rob Beck is on the drums, and Tim Perry, my brother, is on lap steel and Stratocaster.
You know, folks, you've seen these faces many, many times on this show in different configurations at different times, but they're definitely big supporters of the American Cancer Society, and we want to thank you all. Hey, name some places that we might be able to see the group play.
I will be here at Penn's Peak this summer. We also play Molly's in Jim Thorpe, Platz's, and some places down Bethlehem now, too, so we're getting around.
Well, that's great. Hey, I'm anxious to hear, as I heard you doing your warm-up to one of my favorite. Love them. Ladies and gentlemen, the Shell Shock Churchills.